if you had like a bunch of car parts, let's say you had a steering wheel and an engine and brakes and a radiator and door handles and upholstery and all these things, and if you threw them all up into the air, would you get a car fully put together with all the pieces in the right place? Obviously not. If you did that 50 billion times over and over again, would you ever get a fully functioning car that starts and turns on and drives and is safe? No. But let's say that you did, because evolutionists will suggest that anything's possible given enough millennia or enough, billions of years. So let's say that after 50 billion attempts, a car suddenly takes shape and all those pieces just happen to fit together and the car runs. But then I have another question. Where'd you get the car parts? So let's take it back a step. Could you, first of all, somehow have an explosion where car parts came out, fully formed and functioning, and then over billions of years have them come together and make a car? No. So you have to have the parts even to start with. Does an explosion ever create something? No, explosions destroy. So how would an explosion create intricate, detailed parts like pistons in an engine, right? Carburetors or things like that? No. So what would make us think that an explosion, even given billions of years, could create something as complex as human DNA or cells that function in the way that we've learned about, right? So yes, those are all just things. This actually came to me while I was sitting in church a couple weeks ago. Our pastor was talking about something to do with a car, and my mind started wandering and thinking about this car analogy for evolution, and then I thought, well, gosh, where do you even get the car parts, right? It's like a joke I heard one time. Scientists versus God, right? They challenged God. We think we can make a human as good as you can. We want to challenge you, and God says, okay, I'm up for the challenge. Let's go for it. And out of dirt, just like scientists said, out of dirt, just like you did. And so he said, sure, okay, let's do it. So the scientists reached down and picked up a handful of dirt and said, God said, no, you go get your own dirt, right? So the idea is you can't even start the process without God, right? He made the dirt. So that's kind of where I'm going with this idea of the C4C for this module, is that you always have a problem when you try to come back to eliminating God from the worldview, because how far back do you go? I mean, where do we get any of the ingredients for any of this that exists? Look around, right? Where did any of the ingredients come from then?